Alrighty. Pull the GSR swap out of its habitat. I'm gonna go ahead and start replacing minor components like the timing belt, water pump, oil pan, repaint the valve cover, clean up the blocks since it's all greasy and stuff from the previous owner. Front rear main seal, and probably some small accessories like the cam seal here, which I gotta bring to my crib. And then slap the supercharger on here, and then yeah. All right, so here's the Jackson Racing supercharger, stock 3-inch pulley, I believe. Moroso oil pan. Then I got a Gates timing belt kit. I have the extra accessories for the supercharger, even the belt, oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket, a whole bunch of seals and stuff like that. So work on taking this bad boy apart, freshening it up. Well, I brought this from Walmart. I bought some degreaser to put on the bolts. Round 2. Like the second or third clean, look a lot better, a lot better. You can actually see the engine stamp now, B18C1. And the oil. This is the swap that came out of the green EG, and we just flipped it over. It's missing a bolt there, nut there, another bolt, and some freaking rubber plug on what was supposed to be the oil drain. There's a freaking tear in the boot of this thing. Jesus, look at this freaking oil pan too. Another bad sign of a bad previous owner.
Wow, almost tight. Almost tight. I did like 3 in a row that were that loose.
That's insane.
Oh, that one's loose.
Another loose one.
No, that one's loose.
That's stupid loose.
No, that's
loose. There's nothing there.
not loose.
What in the world, man? Come on, people. You gotta learn how to torque the spec at least. Or stuff. That's why OEM GS.
It's crusty, but
Mm-hmm.
what do you expect from a...
it's another beautiful Saturday morning. Currently on my way to O'Reilly's so I can pick up some paint remover so I can finish stripping the paint off of the valve cover on the GSR. And then I also got to pick up a new front main seal. Bought one from Rock Auto, but the problem is, for some odd reason, it's not fitting properly. So we tried mine, doesn't want to fit. We tried Julio's, doesn't want to fit. So now I gotta go pick up one from O'Reilly's. Hope that it fits properly, because if not, I'll have to reuse the other one. The old one's still fine. It's still soft in material. It's not hard, you know, indicating that it's bad. But, you know, we'll give it a shot. If not, we'll just rock the old one for now and hopefully it doesn't leak. So I'm gonna do that, head to his house, and I'm gonna start working on putting the stuff back together in the engine bay while he finishes working on the motor. All right, just made my run to the auto parts store and Walmart. Ended up buying a National front main seal, and I couldn't find paint remover in a can, so I had to settle for this. Hopefully it works. Just take the rest of the paint off of the GSR valve cover. So now on my way to Julio's house and put some work in and do that real quick. New water pump in. Alright, so basically put out everything on the grass. Fender liners, headlights, that's the under tray carriage for the front bumper, windshield cowl, which cracked unfortunately, windshield wipers, battery tray, AC stuff here. So I'm not gonna be filming much today, so I really want to get this done. So I'll probably take bits and pieces of clips here and there, but man, this engine bay looks gorgeous, man. Came out very nice. All right, block is done. New timing belt, water pump, oil pans changed. Julio put in a new cam seal. Did a great job on this thing. He replaced the rear main seal as well as the front main seal. So now we're gonna mock up the supercharger, got the brackets on, and pretty much complete it to go back in the car. Masked off a lot of the important areas of the engine bay because quite frankly I don't want to scratch it up as much. So I'm gonna start routing the harness, remove all the tin foil off of the brake lines and the reservoir, start putting it back together slowly, and that's it. Nardo gray looks good. Wrinkle finally settled in. Looks very good. Last thing to do is just polish this and this, these logos. Pop a lot more. All right, this is how far we got so far today. Julio and I, we knocked out right on the harness. He put the headlights on. Right now I'm going ahead and putting the brake lines back on the firewall. Finish that up, and then after that, just keep going at it. Man, that's a nice finish. That'll definitely blend in and complement the valve cover. Looks good. Another chilly day. Before installing the supercharger, the factory oil cooler has to be removed, so I had to buy a vibrant plug that's right there, and then had to buy an OEM Honda threaded piece that's supposed to go where the oil filter goes. That way it can actually mount there. That's the supercharger. Here's the part numbers for anybody who does supercharger setup. That's the vibrant part number, and that's the OEM part number. That goes on the block. And then we got some more goodies there. I bought a OEM dipstick from Honda. That's the part number for it. I got a fuel pump kit from Radium to properly install the fuel pump that's on there. I also got a bearing kit for the clutch. I got a new slave and a new clutch master cylinder, so we can get some new stuff for the car. Here's a quick update on the engine bay. Harness is installed. Brake lines are almost done being mounted on the firewall. Radiators installed. Headlights are installed. Got to finish up buttoning up the hood latch. It's almost there. I'm still on the fence about putting the AC back in here, but I'll probably do that anyways. Yeah, this thing looks good, man. Alright, so I'm pretty much going to start working on installing the Exetti, the master. And at the same time, I'm going to try to route these AC lines. I mean, not try, I'm going to. I'm going to route them real quick in the engine bay. Get that in there. That way AC is going to be on the car, because to be honest, this weather, where I live at, when it gets hot, it gets hot. I'm not trying to risk that, so knock that out. Take some video clips here and there of it being put on and go from there. See right there, the clutch master is pretty easy to remove. It's just a pin and a cotter pin, and then 2 12s. Now time to get this block cleaned. Get all that extra grease. J-Space clutch line. What's really nice about them is that they use Brown & Miller. For those of you who don't know, Brown & Miller, it's like Gucci, Prada fittings. So that's how we looking. Everything back in the car pretty much. AC lines are back in the car. J-Space clutch line kit is on there. Keeping the video short today. Trying to knock this out. We got the brackets on for the supercharger, as well as the alternator, and about to install the sensor for oil pressure on the back of the block, somewhere up there. I can't really see it. It's up there somewhere. So just trying to knock it out. All right, so real quick, this is the pulley that was given to me from the supercharger. This is my stock pulley from the GSR. All we did was swap it over because we don't know if this is good or not.
You said that.
What?
You said this is my stock pulley from the GSR. Stock alternator.
All right, time out. All right, guys. So basically, what we did right here. This is the alternator that came with the supercharger, and this is my stock alternator from the GSR. We just swapped over the pulley on this one, just because we know it works. This one's questionable, so we're not gonna risk it.
And it's OBD2.
And it's OBD2 as well, so it wouldn't work anyways. So